Alicia, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. So there has been a lot that has gone on between the attack on our capital and everything, and all the unrest. Inauguration is in 2 days, and oh, I gotta give you a quick overview of my favorite things for this year. Mickey Mouse ice cream. Oh my goodness. Okay, so way back when, we're going back into my childhood now. I got good memories of Walt Disney World back in the day. I love Walt Disney World. When I got some of this ice cream, oh my gosh, it felt like I was back there. So smooth, so good. And here's another thing. These cake pops from Starbucks are amazing. And shout out to Clinton Sparks. He sent me this, and I am a huge workout person, and I love it. I want it on his show. Get familiar. Love you, Clinton. Okay, so let me get right into part 2. What to do if you don't fit in anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and read from my notes, because one of the things that I started to notice during this pandemic is I started to reach out to people that I've met over the years. And I noticed that while some people reached back, I found out that a lot of people removed me off social media. If you're watching this and you're younger, we sometimes have a tendency to assume that everybody we have some sort of association with is a friend. And not everybody that you hung out with the grade school with the high school with, even with the college, don't necessarily deserve to be in your close friend circle. But because we have memories with this person or these people, we automatically assume that they're going to be friends or going to be there for life. And sometimes people aren't going to be in your life forever. That's just a sad fact of life. And one of the things I notice is a lot of people don't want to reach out unless you could do something for them. And that shit sucks, because it'd be nice if we could just connect over dinner. You know, I haven't seen you in a long time. Great to see you. A lot of times people don't want to be bothered with you unless you could do something for them. And it sucks. And if you're younger, even if you're older watching this, one of the things that I noticed in my short 30 years on this earth is my past is a lot different than my peers. And I'll give you 2 quick examples. When I was growing up, I used to watch people tear other people down, and they feel like that's what they had to do to bring themselves up. Gossiping and spreading rumors. I'm not a gossip person. I don't get jealous of people, because I feel like you should appreciate your own gifts and talents instead of hating on other people, because there's always going to be somebody out there who's cuter, prettier, smarter. But if you're not focused on them and you're focused on your own gifts and talents, and you focus on your own blessings, you're not so worried about what other people are doing. Like, sure, you got this going on, but I got my stuff going on. So jealousy is just basically looking at everybody else's blessings but your own. And I just never was a type to tear other people down. So that's number 1. Number 2, a lot of my friends are 9-to-5ers in corporate, and there's nothing wrong with that. But being an entrepreneur, having multiple income streams, you definitely butt heads. And when I'm around my school friends, I don't talk about my entrepreneurship life at all. I just don't. And I noticed when I started to make little itsy bitsy moves, I started to get a lot of silence. A lot of people being quiet. A lot of people just acting jealous. And me not being a jealous type, I'm like, fine, I'll distance myself from you. Because sometimes the negativity and their negativity towards your success and them being jealous can ultimately hold you back. And sometimes in order to manifest what you want in this reality, you gotta separate yourself from your peers, your friends, your family, even the people that you want to fit in with. So if you came across this video and you really want to fit in with people and you find that you're not fitting in, see it as a blessing, because sometimes you end up compromising who you are, and you start to get in a conflict between who you are and the role that you want to play. And look, it's totally normal to want to fit in. It's normal to want to have that validation. See, I haven't even got my notes. It's normal to want to have the validation, but you have to live your life for you, not for other people. And the older you get, the easier it becomes. I'm not suggesting you go out here and isolate yourself from people, but if you're watching this video and you don't fit in nowhere, Use it as a time to grow into the person you're meant to be. Find your own gifts, find your own talents. Don't try so hard to fit in. And I promise you, you will find your people. Like I said, sometimes the people you're trying to fit in with can sabotage you from your destiny and try to keep you from doing good things. Because I know if I went to my friends and said, hey, I want $1 million business. Hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. Sometimes they'll try to stop you because they're jealous and don't want to see you get ahead of them. And sometimes when people see something in you, they'll try to stop you and say, oh, you can't do that, because they can't do it themselves. And many people have left my life, and look, I'm fine. It'll be okay. Other people will come in. And I know with me personally, I'm not going to go to none of my friends and ask them for money or borrow money from them, because they say they're going to help, but then I know I can't depend on them. So when you know you have yourself, you pretty much look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm going to be my own best friend, and I am going to push myself to the next level. But oh yeah, it's about to cut me off, so I might add another part to this. Okay, so I got cut off, and I normally will make it part 3, and I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to edit this part in. But anyway, I'm just going to continue. When you realize you don't have a lot of people to depend on in your life, you start becoming crafty and creative and figure out your way out of your own shit. Because, sure, I can go to my mom, and I've had friends say, well, yeah, you can borrow mortgage money from me, but can you really go to them, and can you really depend on them? And when you're in a pile of shit, you realize how many friends you got. So, in all honesty, I'm not going to go to my friends or family for money, because they say they'll help you, but then they kick you down, make fun of you, put you through all kind of changes. And my mom basically told me, she said, listen, if something happens to me, you're going to realize how people are in this world. They don't give a fuck about you. And sorry to all the kids that are watching. They don't give a shit about you. So you need to learn that sooner rather than later. So when you have low dependency on people, you use creative and crafty tactics that I cannot talk, to figure it out on your own. And if you find that you don't fit in, maybe you're just on a different wavelength, maybe you got better things in store, and your higher being will not allow you to fit in with them. Like, again, I got my notes because I really want to make sure I hit all my points this time. And the time that you spend trying to fit in with people, you could be keeping your true manifestation at bay, because you're spending all your time and energy trying to fit in, and that could be keeping what's meant for you at bay. I want to say that twice to really hone that in. And trust me, I love support. You love support. Everybody who comes across this video, I'm pretty sure loves support. But it's not necessary. It's not required. You will find your people, I promise. Give it time. Be your own best friend first. Look in the mirror and say, hey, I got this. And you know what? Because we're such an extroverted society, I think they really push, you gotta be around people, you gotta have friends. I wish they would push, solitude and being alone, and, being at peace alone, learning how to be solo instead of always pushing. Because trust me, I like hanging out with my friends at bars like any other person. But if I'm spending time by myself, like during this pandemic, I'm not freaking out the way that they're talking about on TV. And look, I understand there's some people out here who are having a really hard time right now during this pandemic and really want to be around people, really want to hang out. But there's some of us who are okay being by ourselves. And they don't really talk about that. They don't talk about the people who can thrive and survive, being by themselves. And Charles Darwin said this quote, it's not the smartest, it's not the strongest people who survive, it's the people who can adapt. So I'm going to be honest, like I said, there's been times where I've gone out to bars because none of my friends want to go out, but I still want to go out and meet people. And going out on my own, getting a Lyft or Uber, going out on my own, I've met more people that way. Because when you're tied down to a group, you sometimes can't meet people because you're just hanging out with your clique, you're hanging out with your group. But I've sometimes found when going to places, events by myself, I've been able to meet other people. And I'm also going to give this challenge. If you're watching this and you have your group, try to keep your individuality. I see way too many people at their cliques, their groups. They end up folding and bending and scoffing to every move because they're afraid of getting dropped out of the group. Keep your individuality. There's nothing wrong with having people that love you and care for you and look out for you, but please don't let people influence you and change you. And there's nothing wrong with getting advice from people that you trust. And I think it's great. I've went to get advice from people that I love and trust, but at the end of the day, it's my decision. I'm going to make the decision, and I'm not going to let no group, you can't do this or you can't do that. When I make up my mind on something, I'm going to do it, regardless if you're with me or not. And you know what? One more thing. And I know being older, you start to grow Teflon. Anytime I see a YouTube comment, this shit sucks, this is trash. Remember that they had to waste their time putting you down. Anytime somebody had to put somebody else down, it has nothing to do with you and a lot to do with them. Honestly, I start to see a lot of negative comments as positive and a lot of dislikes as likes. So the only thing you gotta do is turn the screen around and it automatically becomes a like. It automatically becomes a like when you turn the screen over. You sure it's down, but you turn the screen down. Turn the screen around, it becomes an up. And I'm sorry in advance for all the noise in the background. Television's on. I got my Mickey Mouse. It's MLK's, Martin Luther King's birthday, and it's Dolly Parton's birthday tomorrow. It is January 18th, 2021, a couple of days away from inauguration. Yay! I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. I gotta go. Bye. I'm really gonna leave after this clip, I promise. When I make these videos and when I write my articles, I get comments, even as a 30-year-old, look, how do you know all this stuff? It seems like you're ahead of your time. And even when I was a young person, when I was young, like 9, 8, I was told then, like, you're ahead of your time. You see things that other kids your age don't see. And look, when you live enough life, I don't care what age you are, you're going to have wisdom. You're going to have stories to share. I even know some kids who are 8, 9, who are smart as a whip. I said, you got to be reincarnated. There's no way, because you are smart, and when you live enough life, you have enough experiences, you're going to have stories to share, and it doesn't necessarily make me right on everything. I have to sometimes make that clear. I think of myself as a lifelong student. I'm not Google. I just had some life, and I just like to share what I've learned along the way, and I also like to take time to learn from my viewers and people that respond to my articles. So I had to make that really clear. And to finish off my final thought, if one of my friends came to me and said, I want to be a crayon maker, may you be the best crayon maker you can be. Because I feel like there's a lot of people in this world who don't support you and genuinely want it for you the way you want it for yourself. And if you don't fit in, I just want to let you know you're a gift. There will be other weddings. There will be other events. There will be other parties. I promise. Please don't compromise who you are to fit in. Because we need more people like you in this world. Because there are so many people who are not being themselves to fit in. We need more trailblazers. We need more people carving their own paths. We need you. So please don't change your uniqueness for anybody. Even if you only got that one friend. One friend. That's it. That's it. Because I've had only one friend reach out to me when a lot of my relatives passed away. And that just lets me know that a lot of my friends that I thought were my friends really didn't care. So sometimes you just need that one friend. I love you, Amelia. If you, just in case you see this, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I hope you could keep what I said in this video series in mind. I really did not mean to divide this up in 3 parts. I was going to try to make this one long, smooth video, but it just did not pan out that way. And for this 3rd part, I tried to shoot this part so many times. I kept getting interrupted. My phone kept going off. Stuff in the background. I got to just film when nobody's in the house. You know what I mean? Because people kept making noise, and I'm just like, guys, this does not sound sexy on video. When you play it back, no amount of editing can take that shit out. It just doesn't sound sexy. So I just hope that you stay uniquely you. I love you, even though I don't know you. I love you for you. Don't ever change. and I'm finally leaving this time because I really want to get some sleep. It is officially January 19th, 2021. So now it is Dolly's birthday. And I'm messing with my meditation, so I hope the universe can forgive me because I didn't get through all my meditation today because I was trying to make this series. So happy birthday, Dolly. We love you. And we have one more day until inauguration. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to play this back and see if I like it. I more likely will. And if not, we're just going to put it up because I'm tired of doing retakes. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Good night. Really? Turn off already.